Hey guys, how you doing today? I'm gonna I got a beehive here I want to check. It's been 30 days since I made this nuke up, and so I want to get in here and see if she's come back on her mating flight, and just kind of look at the situation over here, see what kind of a queen we got. It's always a roll of the dice, you never know on these guys. So anyway, get in here and look her over. I got 3 hives here, and I've got one at the other yard. I'm back at base camp here. I got these here. I'm going to try to fill this whole lane up here with bees this summer, and that lane over, that other stand over there at the other site. So these other 2, the one in the middle is what we're going to look at today. It's got 30 days on it. Now if I go in there and see that there's no eggs, I can't find a queen, I'll close that back up for another 7 days. If everything looks okay, there's enough bees to protect that equipment. I don't want wax moth and stuff chewing up my equipment. So we'll see what we got and go from there. The equipment's the main thing. You don't want your equipment to get chewed up by wax moths. The bees have got to protect that stuff. If there's not bees on it, you're going to lose it. And wax moths can be pretty devastating on equipment, because what they do, they bore holes right in the wood. They just make a flipping mess of everything. So we don't want that. So let's go. It's always fun to go in and check your bees after 30 days. It's like opening up a little Christmas gift, you know? You don't know what you got in your little Christmas gift. So we'll go in here and check this baby out. See what we got going on. See, I put the date over there, 4/1. Today's 4/1. 4/1. And over here, I've got a 4/15. And then this guy down here. This guy down here is can't get in there till 4/18. So just put a little check on them. Just put a little check mark in the date, and that's it. That's all I do. Very simple little system. Now, when I go in here, I'll take a magic marker. If there's this thing's queen right, I will put a line through this. Put a line through this, and I'll put QR. QR. That's all. Queen right. And nice little ball of bees coming out of that hole there. I had some little gap there on that. You can take that shrink wrap stuff you get at Lowe's. You guys ever want to plug holes up and stuff? Instead of using this darn Gorilla Tape, because you see what it did. It just ripped all the paint off. You can take that shrink wrap stuff and put that on there, and that works good for plug. See, I got a pretty good little hole in there, a little warpage on it. No big deal. But the bees will, most of the time, they will propolis that up. Yeah. Now I think I got something goofy in here. As a matter of fact, I think this is a deep frame in here, and I had to do that in order to make up this, because it came. I had bought a deep. I bought that deep right there. I think I paid $150 for that thing. And in there he had some plain comb, and then there's some plain comb. This is going to get chopped out today. If this thing's going well here, I'm going to take this and saw this down so it's medium equipment. I'm going to start getting rid of all of the deep frames, and you'll when you see I pull this out, you'll see what I'm talking about on a deep frame. And oh yeah, real pretty frame, full of pollen. See that pollen? Lots of honey. Of course, I'm feeding them. Look it over. Here's the queen cells, and there's the queen right there. I'll be darned. There she is right there. You see her? You see her right there, right off the tip of my tool. Right there. That's her. Now what I need to do without dropping her. And I'm hoping she's laying. I'm going to put her right back in here. I'm going to put her right back in this hive right now. Where did she go? Sometimes these virgin queens, if they come back and if they haven't mated yet, they get kind of goofy. Sometimes they'll fly. There she is right there. All right, I'm going to ease this down in here. And let me just check this guy out right here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, beautiful, 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 beautiful. This thing right here, it just slap loaded with eggs. This is a nice little Christmas gift right here, guys. I'll tell you what. This is beautiful. Now, see, with these mediums, here's another beauty with the mediums. They've just barely welded this here, okay? None on the bottom. Here's another queen cell that hatched. What happens, there's several queen cells on this thing. On that other frame, they had queen cells. And what happens, the queen, the strongest one, will go around, tear open the other cells, and fight it out, okay? And, hey, it made the best one win, right? But sometimes they're both damaged. They can't get out into a mating flight. And so the whole hive's toast. It shuts down. She can't get out. And she'll go out and have sex with about 15 drones. And then she comes back, she's mated for life. She's got enough sperm in her to continue on for her entire life cycle, okay? And yeah, this queen is just doing excellent here. I'm loving this. All right, now, I want to get rid, in this colony, it doesn't seem to be very testy at all here. This is kind of a laid back colony. I'm liking this. Actually, I made it from this hive here, and so and it was a pretty gentle colony. Yeah, see yeah, she's just loading up everything. And actually, yeah, this is the only deep frame I've got, and I'm going to cut this thing down right now. I'm going to cut this down. I got a Sawzall here in the shop. You see, I got rid of this burr comb here. Alright. And all I'm going to do is take my saw. I'm going to run right down through here with a Sawzall and cut this, because this is plasticell in here. And so by doing that, I'm going to get rid of all that. And put this in. What's going on here with this one? This one's basically honey. A lot of honey. I'm seeing some empty frames down below. This one's loaded up with honey and pollen. These guys are doing super good. There's an old cell right here. Queen cell. Nobody's in it. Again, another one of my frames. Look how beautiful that thing is, guys. How they fill that out. And with a medium, you don't have to be so careful with the tilting. But a deep frame, when you're doing this foundationless, if you did this whole slab would break out. So you have to do it like this. That's the other beauty of doing mediums. It's not so much weight you're dealing with, see. So that's cool. All right. I'm going to shut this camera off. I'm going to go in and butcher this frame, put it back in here, and then I'm going to go downstairs here and see what they got below and go from there. Be right back. All right, guys. I'm back. Let me just show you real quick here what I did. I just took a Sawzall, all I did. I laid a medium frame up against it, and I just buzzed it right down with a Sawzall. Now there's not a bottom thing, you know, bottom board on that, but that is loose here. This is plasticell, and it's loose, so they will re-weld that up nicely. Queen's in that box. So here's the bottom portion of this thing. Let's see what's in here. I want to make sure these guys have plenty of room. And this is a beautiful hive, and what I want to do is breed from her. But I want to make sure they got plenty of elbow room here. I don't want a swarming scenario here. They're filling this up. They're filling this up. I don't see any. I don't see any eggs in that little portion right there. And what they've done here, but they're going to town here. I mean, they're filling this up. A lot of that's drone. A lot of that's some big old fat drone comb. The big holes, great big holes where you be your drone comb. We got plenty of bees here, and I'm not. I don't want to split this one yet. Okay, but they're doing really well, and they are going to fill this baby up, and that's what we need. Okay. So I'm missing a frame. I got to go get a frame and put in this thing. I'll be right back. All right, got one of my, frames here. Wax on it, like you guys have been seeing. So now they've got this entire box down here, guys, that they can work on. Fill that out, and I'll come back in here. Don't fool around too long now. I'm gonna come back in here in about 2 weeks. That should be plenty of time for them to blow this box out. That girl there, she's brand new, fresh, and she will fill this thing up with eggs. Once she does that, I come in and I make another beehive. Okay. I've kept my same orientation on this hive. And that's it. Alright. Every time you go in a hive, they're screwed up. I mean, there's a lot of them out here. They'll go back in. They'll go right back in. My jar's a little low. I might as well top it out while I'm here. And I think what I'm going to do, keep down, because bee could get in here in that space. I'm going to get my shrink wrap and go around this thing after I get the camera off and shrink wrap that thing down. Make sure that I'll get these bees off of here and shrink wrap that down. So yeah, that's hey, I'm a happy camper, guys. So that's a good thing. We got a success story here. Now, if these other two come off like that, I got to check this one here on the 15th, that one down there, 18, get that checked, and hopefully it'll go. With my system, I usually run, like I told you before, I usually run 85-90% success rate. So that can't be too bad. Give you a little quick heads up here on the I made two just for giggles. These two here, made this one and that one over there. That's the African thing I was telling you about. There's like, I don't know, 20 frames in there. I doubt seriously I'm gonna even put bees in this. I have put swarm lures, and that's another thing you guys want to do. All this empty equipment, I got a big stack of it over here. Empty equipment. I take a little bit, like a Q-tip, put a couple drops of lemongrass, I throw it in the hole. Guess what? You just created a swarm trap. So any swarms around this area, they're always looking for homes. They'll go in there and set up shop. now you got a free swarm of bees, which is, I consider that a $100 bill. Okay. Here's some more empty equipment over here. This is an 8-frame. This is an 8-frame box, and anybody, you guys want to go commercial into this, I suggest you do that. Go medium and 8-frame. This is a 10-frame box here. Okay. I call these hernia specials because that's probably what you're going to end up with. I had a double. Yeah, I don't need any more of those gut rippers. So we don't play with that no more. But and the bad back too. Got one of those. So as you get older, guys, be thinking of this stuff. I would go, if it was me, I'm not going commercial no more. I'm just hobbying it with some nukes. You can make a couple bucks with this deal, but if you're gonna go big time, get this 8-frame, medium. All right, this little jobby here, I'm gonna have to show you guys this little operation here one day. We'll do a little show on that one. I got tilapia here, and what I do, I feed, I raise a few fish. About every other year I'll harvest fish. These things are full of tilapia. I feed them duckweed, this stuff here. We'll go over this. Yeah, and what the beauty of this is, you pump, I got a submersible pump. All of my garden stuff over here is all fed. I water everything with this really rich fish water. That pickle barrel, terracotta pickle barrel you see there, that is where all the sludge ends up. So I pump out of this one here into that barrel. It overflows down there, comes back around. It's a big loop system, and all the heavy particles fall in that barrel, and I suck the water out of that for my garden. Okay, we'll get into that on another show, but I wanted to show you this hive. Now see, the girls are a little disoriented here. They're fine though. They'll be all hunky-dory here shortly. All right, guys, appreciate you stopping by the show today, and as always, be happy. I'll catch you on the next one.